Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Congratulations, Boston Celtics fans. You guys have finally gotten your free agent all-star score for your guys' team, man. And honestly, this is really a game-changing move for the Boston Celtics, because I've always said to myself, well, up until last season, Isaiah Thomas did average almost 30 points a game. But up until last season, I was saying the one thing the Boston Celtics need is a scorer. And they just got that with Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward is a guy that can take those shots, you know, man. He can take a lot of pressure off of Isaiah Thomas. You still have Avery Bradley, who is one of the best two-way players in the NBA. And I know he was not voted to the All-NBA defensive team, which he should have been, but that's still, man, like, Gordon Hayward, in my opinion, is the perfect fit for this culture and just for the look of this team, man. Like at times he will have no problem deferring to Isaiah Thomas, but also at times he will have no problem taking the basketball and taking the game into his own hands and be like, all right, everybody get out of the way, man. I'm an all-star. I'm going to get you guys some scoring out here. Now, I still think this team might want to look into a different style of a power forward, because Jay Crowder can definitely run the power forward position, and I'm really thinking, man, that the best way to utilize Jay Crowder would to have him starting on this team. I just feel like Jay Crowder with his defense is a starter caliber player out there, but at the same time, he is a bit undersized. He's only 6'6", so I mean, he can definitely get away with it. Maybe he can become like a poor man's Draymond Green defensively or something like that. Not really sure. Although Al Horford definitely needs to be grabbing some more rebounds if that is the case. You know, we got a lot to talk about this team too, guys. So I'm actually, what I want to do here is I want to do a playoff, or really just a season NBA simulator to see how good this team will do with this new look Gordon Hayward on their team right here. So let's go ahead, guys, simulate this season, do a little bit more talking out here, talk about some of the trade assets that really the Boston Celtics might want to look into, because signing Gordon Hayward basically tells the Celtics, all right, we are definitely in win now mode. Because for a while there, it seems like the Celtics were kind of caught between, you know, do we want to rebuild and try to maybe go for a championship after LeBron James retires or really gets old in age, or do we still want to go for it right now, man? I think that we can do what it takes to really God, dude, what's going on with the Boston Celtics, man? 2K don't know shit about nothing, dude. I'm just saying, man, look at that record, man. It's asinine. But because really, the reason I really do like this move too is getting Gordon Hayward out in the Eastern Conference is because we all know how stacked ass the Western Conference is going to be. So really, Gordon Hayward's best chance to win would be in the Eastern Conference. At the same time, he's that much of a game changer where, I honestly think this Boston Celtics team, yes, they did choke at times, actually big time in the playoffs against the Cavaliers. They still had their, you know, that one really good game. But I think Gordon Hayward is definitely a player that can help. I don't know if it really elevates them over the Cavaliers, but I think it definitely gives them a fighter's chance to beat that team down. Now, they do have Jason Tatum on this team still, and they also still do have Jaylen Brown. Both really two young small forwards on this team. So Gordon Hayward, you gotta imagine he'll be around here for at least 5 years. So it's like, how do you utilize that? Now, I feel like Jason Tatum could also run the small ball 4, or maybe put Gordon Hayward to the 2 spot and put Jason Tatum at the 3. Now, I don't think he's gonna play right away anyway, because I feel like rookies, it just takes time to really, you know, develop them and have them really be a big time threat in the NBA. Now, Jaylen Brown, I feel like their best bet is to try to trade him for a first-round draft pick. I know a lot of Celtic fans probably love that man, but at the same time, it's like you got 3 really good small forwards. Would you rather have Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum, have them be the up-and-coming guy to fill in behind Gordon Hayward? Because there's just not enough space on that team for all 3 of those guys, and that's really just you know, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, and all the eggs are currently in the small forward position when it comes to the young assets. So I feel like you try to maybe trade one of those guys away. Honestly, I still think maybe if you could package a Jay Crowder and a Jaylen Brown, you can definitely get yourself a hell of a small forward out there, or I'm sorry, a power forward out there. Or you could always go the route of starting Al Horford at the power forward position, which is a more natural position, and then moving, you know, trading those guys for maybe a big name center. Somehow, goddamn, the goddamn bitch ass Hornets got second place on this shit. What the hell, 2K? This makes maybe Dwight Howard starts playing like MVP Superman Dwight Howard again. I don't really know, but you know, we do finish 3rd in the conference here. I'm thinking this team, regular season wise, if LeBron James takes off the regular season again, then I think Celtics can definitely be a 1st seed. If not, I do see them being a top 2 seed, no doubt, on this team here. Let's see if Gordon Hayward made any teams. Probably not. I don't really think he usually does. No, he did not. No Celtics did, actually, but it's all good, man. Let's peep out the regular season stats here real quick, see what it's looking like. We have Isaiah Thomas at 21 points per game. I definitely do see his scoring go down, especially if Jason Tatum really blossoms into being a good scorer at this young of age. Then, you know, that's points away from Isaiah, but also Gordon Hayward got himself 17 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and that's definitely what I expect from Gordon Hayward to do. I don't expect him to be like a 25 to 30 point per game scorer. He's not that kind of player, but I expect a man that's going to give you, you know, a decent amount of points. He's going to grab some rebounds. He's going to do some playmaking. He's going to play good defense. That's what I see from Gordon Hayward, and that's why I think he's the perfect fit for this team. And also, I see he's rocking that number 20. I know Celtic fans are kind of salty at Ray Allen these days, so I don't see them like making him change his number or anything unless he wants to change it to something anyway. But yeah, really, like, the big weakness of this team, still, man, is rebounding. It's just not a great rebound team, something that they really got to work on. You know, defensive-wise, I don't know, man. I feel like... Do you guys think Al Horford is a good center, or do you think he'd be best utilized at the power forward position? I'm still really stuck on that. I just feel like there's so many players on here, man, that they can definitely, you know, they have some good assets they could trade away and try to really fill that void of the rebounding, and that would just help this team so much. That's just my thoughts on that, I guess. But let's go ahead, guys, go to the playoffs here. First round, we have the Philadelphia 76ers. I can definitely see them making the playoffs. Why not? Especially in the Eastern Conference. Simulate current round. See how this goes. I already beat them 4 games. Look at that, man. Look at my Detroit Pistons upsetting the number 2 seed Charlotte Hornets, who should not even be on that 2nd seed. I'm just saying, man. So, this first, you know, this closeout game, they scored 120 points, man. And look at this. The highest score in a 120-point game, Isaiah Thomas, only 20 points per game. And that is why this team looks so deadly with Gordon Hayward, is because there are so many players on this team that could get you. And honestly, I'm just saying this. I'm just saying this straight up as a Pistons fan from 2004. I'm kind of getting, like, glimpses of Detroit basketball right here, just because, like, you know, I'm not going to... Would you guys say Isaiah Thomas is a superstar? I did play, like, one, I guess. But I don't know, man. I'm seeing a whole bunch of, like, really good all-star caliber players on this team. And not really a super team, but a super all-star team, if that makes sense. I don't really know, man. My Detroit Pistons, speak of the devil. We got them in the 2nd round. They're not making playoffs. I'm sorry, man. It's not going to happen. But Celtics beat them 4 games to 1. Closeout game, 23 points for Isaiah Thomas, 21, 10, and 6 for Al Horford. Gordon Hayward, only 9 points, but he did get 7 assists, which is the big difference he can make out there. Is if he's not scoring well, he can do other stuff really nice also. Plus, he's reunited with Brad Stevens, so we all know he knows how to utilize Gordon Hayward. And here's the matchup we're looking for. And this is honestly, guys, looking like it might be a preview of the conference finals. Golden State, Houston Rockets, Cavaliers, Boston Celtics. Simulate current round. Oh my god, they still can't fucking get past them. God damn, 2K. Oh my god. Kevin Love, 42 points, 15 rebounds in this closeout game. Channing French Fry, 18 points, just dropping threes like it's nobody's business. And honestly, man, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not going to say guaranteed that this team is going to beat the Cavaliers, but I'm going to say straight up, man, a year under their belt, playing as a team. Gordon Hayward, Jaylen Brown's another year older. You also got Jason Tatum. It's like, it's a fighter's chance, man. It's a fighter's chance. Let me check out these playoff stats real quick. See how these Celtics did in the playoffs. Overall, man, yeah, those are looking like pretty accurate numbers to me. I guess we'll go ahead and simulate the rest of the playoffs. For people that are curious about that, simulate playoffs. Let me know your guys' thoughts about this trade, or I guess this free agent signing, in the comment section below. What direction should the Celtics team take? And how far do you guys think they can make it in the NBA next season? Thank you all so much for watching. Be